Hello, viewers. Welcome to the third installment of How I Tank. This time we're taking an E-50 on for Jords.
Yep. It is for George, by the way. Don't let anybody tell you different.
And make sure to stay tuned to the very end because we have a very special announcement about this series.
It is pretty special, guys. I'd be pretty excited for it if I were you.
Alright, so we're going to start off this match. Me and these little French ballers are going to take the high road.
Yeah, they're kind of cute, the light tanks. I like them.
And I'm still getting used to the fact that a light can be a tier 7 and be kind of useful.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw these and I realized I had 1,050 health. Like that's actually a functional amount of health
I wonder if they'll actually be utilized at all.
in Clan Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not sure what they would really do.
Well, for those who don't know, the main advantage of a light tank is the ability to stay camoed even while moving. Now, if they were to shoot, it would break camo, but
Right, but yeah, most tanks lose their camouflage multiplier or have it, well, decreased camouflage multiplier anyway when they're on the move. But light tanks actually have a constant camo multiplier, regardless of whether they're moving or stationary.
alright, so these light tanks wanted to post up on this corner, but knowing that enemy artillery would probably be watching this pass, I decided to take up a position, even though it might risk me getting shot, in such a place where I could safely stay out of their
Yeah, and it's
arc.
always good to not have too many people on one corner because then it gets confusing. People bump into each other, and artillery splash really hurts. So
Alright, this pan's not paying attention to me, which was his mistake. And making sure just to angle myself at whatever's around the corner. There I hesitate on what I need to take a shot at, and I got
kind of
punished
screw up
for it.
there. But anyway, whether or not this was a conscious decision or not, taking out the T-34 is a good idea because, as
It
far as I know, his gun has the highest penetration out of all the tanks there. So,
well, right now his gun is the most threatening, followed by the Patton. Panther's just there to tickle things.
yeah, as you can see, the Panther's really not going to do much to him because the E-50 front armor is quite good.
And the way I position myself, I'm able to protect the lower plate on my tank, so they're forced to shoot the upper glacis and bounce off repeatedly,
Yeah,
even though
and
they may pen occasionally.
well, yeah, occasionally. That was a shot in your turret there, I think.
Yeah,
Anyway, that
both of those.
T-34 is going down.
The 30 shows up and rips me a new one. But knowing they're both on reload, I wait and finish off the 34.
Yeah, here's something I was actually impressed about. These light tanks were actually decently functional as teammates.
They even communicated a bit and told me
Yeah,
to
they
chill out.
communicated with you, and as we see, this Panther does try and flank you, and they tear him a new one. Like they really tear him a new one.
So I'm not quite sure what a Panther is planning to do to an E-50.
I'm not sure what his thought was there, but just the same, those light tanks that actually do a pretty good job. So kudos to them.
And I steal their kill because that's what I do.
Yeah, Smig's playstyle revolves entirely around stealing kills and never going first.
So this Ferdinand makes the mistake of taking his attention off me. Those light tanks, even if he angles himself a bit, won't be able to pen him with a 170 pen gun. And he continues not paying attention to me. And then he finally turns himself such a way, instead of waiting for me, and I believe the light tanks either punish him or I pop a shell into his side.
Yeah, I just want to point out that you can see me, my little orange diamond, in sort of the south section of the map. Smig told me to move around a lot this game, and I actually believed him. So
I
I,
thought
I
this
didn't,
flank was gonna
I
fall.
didn't get to do much.
I thought for sure this flank was gonna fall because I didn't trust lights. That Patton took a shot that he probably shouldn't have. No way of penning at the angle he was at, and that shows that E-50 gun depression sucks. American for the win.
Yeah, especially the French tanks really have no gun depression either. So
50B has decent depression.
I'd put it in between like IS-7 and I don't know. It's like probably like mouse level
It's
depression.
better than the 5100.
Yeah, I'd believe that.
So
Well, a bit
I'm
of
just
a
waiting on these light tanks to get ballsy and charge, so I don't have
first,
to take the shot.
and you pad your stats, take out the M6.
Hey, all those tanks could have damaged him.
Yeah, to be fair, the M6 could do damage to these light tanks, so
I give them the more XP target.
you
So
congratulate them. That's very good. Let them know that's doing a good job.
be a friendly teammate.
Meanwhile, I'm doing nothing because Smig told me he would need support, so I tried to be helpful, but I was rewarded with nothing.
So knowing I have low HP, I decide to let the light tanks do their thing and take advantage of the .28 accuracy. And also, pro tip, accuracy rating on a gun, the smaller the number is, the better it is.
That's actually, you bounced off a 212. I think
Those things are surprisingly bouncy.
we're just gonna call that one a little silly, but yeah, that's actually a good point because a lot of people I've talked to, even more experienced players, don't actually know that lower numbers are better for accuracy. But if you read into the stat, what it's actually telling you is the radius of your aiming circle at 100 meters. So obviously you want a smaller number.
So at this point, Griff could easily take on the M43, but he was a bro and was allowing me to try to get a top gun, even though I
And
fail.
yeah, yeah. So in the end, I'm the true hero in this game. This man really didn't do anything exciting.
So after seeing the score, we clean up. They didn't stand a chance. And now our special announcement. We'd like to extend How I Tank to you guys. We have set up an email address. It will be in the description, and if you can't read the description for some reason, the email address is TankSubmissions at
Way to go.
gmail.com. Yeah, fail on my part. And we want to see your guys' gameplay. We'll talk over them. We'll make fun of you or encourage you or give
Yeah.
you props or
And
something.
I'd suggest that in your email you include a small description of what actually goes on. Maybe tell us your final stat just so you don't accidentally, like, spend time looking at a 200 XP defeat or something. So,
Yes, please in the description, or I guess in the subject, what tank you're in, what map you're in, and I guess how much XP.
well, no, yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Um, for those who don't know, you can enable replays by going to your general settings tab and just open it up, and there should be a record gameplay something right underneath tank shaking and what is the other feature?
Uh,
Uh,
I don't know.
or something else. There's a third checkbox that has something to do with tank replays. Check that. Any replay you save, or any game you play will automatically be saved in your tanks folder. Once you get a good game that you think is How I Tank worthy, please pull that out, attach it to an email, throw it our way, and you could be in the next How I Tank video, which I
Make you
think we plan
immediately famous.
and be immediately famous. And if you have a YouTube channel, I guess give us the link or something as well.
Yep.
Um, other than that, make sure to send us these things. I think we want to try to do one every Friday.
Yeah, I think that was the time schedule we had planned. It'll probably vary a little bit week to week, but I think at least one a week is what we're going for.
At least we'll try. We'll do our best, but can never know with school and whatnot. And also, please put in the description of like classes of tank you want to see. I know Griff doesn't have very many low tier stuff. I have a few tier fives. We can try doing some lower stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll get out a garage video soon.
I
But
was I
please,
was about to say that. So
please give us a suggestion on the general what idea of what you want to see. Like, do you want to see American medium? Do you want to see German heavy? Do you want to see I don't know Russian light,
yep. So just let us know.
Chinese medium? Um, anyway, thanks for listening to us rant for an extra 5 minutes or something. TankSubmissions at gmail.com. Send us your replays. We really want them. And see you in the next episode with hopefully one of your guys' replays. Smiggett
or
out.
or one of mine.